ऐसा खाना किस किस को पसंद है? पर याद रहे, इस तरह के खाने से कैविटीज हो सकती हैं।
कैविटीज?
इसलिए आपको चाहिए बेस्ट प्रोटेक्शन कोलगेट, इससे बेहतर और कुछ नहीं।
Friends, as you can understand, this was an ad for Colgate toothpaste. And as you saw, a dentist was obviously full of praise for Colgate toothpaste. Now, if someone watches this commercial and begins to claim that Colgate is the best toothpaste for people who eat sweets, and that Colgate provides best cavity protection, and he makes all these claims simply because he has seen an actor in a commercial saying so, then that will be a case of appealing to authority. It is an appeal to authority because that person did not provide any real evidence of Colgate being good for teeth. That person did not provide any scientific studies or any clinical data to support his claim. That person also did not provide any direct comparison of Colgate toothpaste with other brands available in the market. All that person did was simply to quote what that doctor said in that particular commercial. The only proof of his claim is that because that doctor said so. When a person claims that something must be true because someone says so or because an authority says so, then it is a case of appeal to authority. It is an appeal to authority because instead of presenting actual evidence, the argument simply depends on the credibility of the authority. Here, we are not talking about whether the authority being quoted is actually an authority or not. Because, as we know, most probably, the person acting as a doctor in that commercial is just an actor who acts in ad films for financial gains, and he is not at all an authority on dentistry or on relative advantages of different toothpastes. This trait of simply quoting someone to bolster a viewpoint is known as appeal to authority or argument from authority, and this is the topic of our discussion today. Appeal to authority is a common type of fallacy or an argument based on unsound logic. For example, if a child says to his friends that they should use coal dust to clean their teeth because his father says that coal powder is better than a toothpaste, then again the child is simply appealing to the authority of his father. He is not providing any additional evidence of coal dust being better than a toothpaste. Similarly, if a man says to his office colleagues that a particular school is not good simply because his wife says so, then it is yet another case of appealing to authority. The man did not give any specific facts or reasons as to why the school is bad. He simply stated the opinion of his wife. And that's why an appeal to authority is often risky, because it bases the argument on an authority's claim and not on the hard evidence. So, as you can understand, in case the authority is wrong, then the entire claim simply falls flat. Besides, sometimes an authority may say two different type of things on two different occasions. And if two different persons begin to use those two different quotes of the same authority, then it doesn't help anybody to arrive at any conclusion. It just increases confusion. For example, during 2020 coronavirus pandemic, the then US President Trump released a series of contradictory statements. On 26 February, he said coronavirus was like flu. This is a flu. This is like a flu. You treat this like a flu. But then a month later, on 31st March, he changed his tone and he claimed it is not the flu, it's vicious. And then on 22nd April, he said flu is very different from corona. Now, if one person was to quote his February statement and another was to quote his March or April statements, then both of those persons will be right. But the fact is, both statements were issued by the same person and both were contradictory. And both of those people simply quoted Trump. They did not provide any other evidence to their claim of whether coronavirus was really like flu or unlike flu. Similarly, on 24th February, Trump said the coronavirus is very much under control in the USA. Then on the next day he said, you may ask about the coronavirus, which is very well under control in our country. But then on 16th March, he changed his tone yet again. If you are talking about the virus, no, that is not under control in any place in the world. Again, two different persons can quote his two different statements, and both will be honestly quoting Trump's real statements, and yet they will not take us to the bottom of the truth because they don't provide us any other real evidence. All they do is just quote an authority's name to bolster their respective claims. As you can understand, the logical form of appealing to authority goes like this. Person A is an authority or a politician or a celebrity. Person A claims that argument XYZ is true. Person B claims that argument XYZ is true simply because person A says so. As we can understand, this is totally faulty structure. There are many experts in every field of study, and there are bound to be disagreements for a wide range of reasons. And that's why we should not base our entire argument on the viewpoint of just one expert alone. If you go to a doctor for a consultation and she prescribes certain medicines based on a simple diagnosis, it is possible that her prescription may be entirely different from other doctor who prescribe medicines after a whole lot of pathological and clinical tests. Both doctors had their scope of work based on certain criteria, and it will be wrong to criticize one doctor over another, but it will also be wrong to claim the viewpoint of one doctor as totally sacrosanct. So friends, this was a brief intro to appeal to authority. In the next episode, we will discuss yet another topic important for our personal and professional growth. So please don't miss it. Until then, keep learning, keep sharpening your skills, and keep improving your life.